the House Intelligence Committee held a hearing this morning on deep fakes. That's artificial intelligence and the threat it poses to national security. Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith has more for us. This is pretty troubling, Jessica.
Yeah, and this comes after two high-profile videos made headlines. One of Mark Zuckerberg, where he appeared to be bragging about stolen data, but it was a deepfake video. And then another altered video of Nancy Pelosi, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And this video made it look like she was drunkenly slurring her words. So in the hearing today, lawmakers and experts raised concerns that as this technology becomes more and more sophisticated, foreign actors could use this to interfere in our elections. Chairman Adam Schiff said maybe these social media companies need to be doing more to fight this. He pointed out that Facebook and YouTube handled the Pelosi video very differently. Here's what he had to say about how this could impact the elections coming up.
Now is the time for social media companies to put in place policies to protect users from this kind of misinformation. Not in 2021, after viral deepfakes have polluted the 2020 elections. By then, it will be too late.
So one of the areas of concern when you look at our elections, experts says, is what if you have a deep fake video of a politician, of a candidate accepting a bribe that people online don't know is fake? They said that foreign actors could do that, just other bad actors who are trying to interfere in the elections. But they did have several suggestions of how the U.S. can fight this problem. The first that experts raised is technology. They said there are technological solutions. Platforms could develop technology to detect malicious videos. The next is legal reform, changing a provision in the law that gives online platforms immunity from content posted on their site. They could change that to require companies to have reasonable, as they put it, content moderation. Next, the intelligence community can help by coming up with plans to fight deepfake attacks from U.S. adversary. And finally, one expert said education is key because people need to have the tools and resources to detect and report fake content. So this was the first hearing focusing on deepfakes that we've seen on Capitol Hill, but I don't think this topic is going away anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely not. Thanks, Jess, for the update. Appreciate it. So it seems like a no-brainer that they shouldn't be allowed on these platforms, except what about creative license, for example? What if I'm doing it as entertainment?
What if it's art?
Correct. So then where do you draw the line?
Look, you guys figure it out. These companies hide behind First Amendment. They could give a good goddamn about First Amendment. Right. What they want is unfettered business supernova business model where they don't employ this incredibly expensive thing called human discretion. And when you look at the damage of the Nancy Pelosi video, people say, well, Fox ran it. How come they aren't getting the same amount of scrutiny or hate? Fox reaches a maximum of 2.4 million people, average age 67. Someone 30 years old accidentally turns on Fox. That means someone 104 is watching. Facebook has 1.4 billion active daily users. That means a misleading video on Facebook does somewhere between 400 and 500 times the damage, and yet they're subject to about 10% of the scrutiny. So our damage relative to our scrutiny is totally out of whack with traditional media versus these new platforms.
Well, they're not media companies, though. God forbid they call themselves media companies. So, and human discretion is expensive.
So is this a potential solution? One, you change the law. We were talking about it, the 1996 Communications Act that allows people to sue. Second, not the government, but the media industry comes up with some kind of code that you put on a video that says legit, or some kind of emblem, or listen.
There was a group that tried this about unfair aggregation. Remember years ago?
It was a startup.
Said, okay, we're gonna, and it was.
But we're at a different point now than we were then. And to your point about art and all of that, I mean, maybe we need to start having banners for, this is comedy, because people. Well, you just said human discretion.
You would hope that the average person, especially with the Zuckerberg example, but that actually was from an art show. But with some of these examples, it's very clearly fake. I mean, you would hope that most people can make the judgment call that if you see a CEO saying something that is outright shocking and goes against the company's public statements.
That's totally unrealistic.
It's not a good enough bar, I know.
The fake pedophilia accusation that had to do with the pizza shop in D.C. I mean, what rational human being, and it was Hillary Clinton, what rational human being would have thought that was legit?
Alex Jones pushed that.
And he did. Yeah. Well, Alex Jones InfoWars is constantly, if you click on something on Drudge Report, it pulls it up, and that's when you should know immediately turn it off. But But there's no recourse.
Now, what the companies say is that the onus is on users to flag these things for them. That is the tack Facebook is taking with the Zuckerberg one as well. We will do what we do with all of this content, fake content, which is if users flag it as such. Well, it's a great way to call Facebook's bluff, because if users aren't flagging it that way, then it stays up. I mean, Facebook, the whole point of this video, the one with Zuckerberg, was let's put Facebook, in a tight spot, because if it didn't take the Pelosi one down, it really can't take the one down of its own.
Or a simpler solution,
Right.
the requirement on all video for the original source creation at the bottom.
Identity is a big part of the solution.
Right there is
as is adding a zero to every fine. When you fine Facebook $3 billion, it's like saying a parking meter is $100 an hour and the ticket is 25 cents. You're going to encourage illegal behavior. We, vis-a-vis our elected officials, have told these companies explicitly to continue to break the law.